Hello, my name is Tiara Harris, and the social change agent that I will be speaking about today is Miss Marian Wright Edelman. Marian Wright Edelman is a prominent American civil rights activist and advocate for children's rights. She was born June 6, 1939 in Bennettsville, South Carolina. Edelman witnessed firsthand the injustice of segregation, which fueled her determination to fight for civil rights and equality. I chose Marian Wright Edelman because not only have I had the opportunity to work with her through the organization that she co-founded, which is the Children's Defense Fund, but also for all of her tireless work that she has done for the Black community and children in specific. While Marian Wright Edelman has accomplished a vast variety of goals in her early years, I'm just going to highlight a couple things that she did. She went to Spelman College, where she was able to attain her Bachelor's of Arts. Following that, she went to Yale Law School in New Haven, Connecticut, and she became the first African-American woman to be admitted to the Mississippi Bar. Along with some more of her educational achievements, she laid the foundation for her impactful career as a civil rights activist and advocate for children's rights. Marian Edelman worked with many iconic civil rights leaders and organizations, such as Martin Luther King Jr. and the NAACP. The Children's Defense Fund allowed Marian to create an official platform to continue her advocacy for children and social welfare. The Mississippi Freedom Democrat Party in the 1960s, Edelman worked as a staff attorney for them. And she was an African-American political party that sought to challenge the exclusion of Black voters in Mississippi's segregated Democratic Party. The Children's Development Group of Mississippi, which was a part of the Head Start program, aimed to provide early childhood education and to support children in impoverished communities in Mississippi. So she assisted with that also. And lastly, which is the Children's Defense Fund, which she started in 1973, which was co-founded. It's a nonprofit organization, focused on child advocacy. She serves as the president and leading its efforts to protect and improve the lives of children through her policy, advocacy, research, and public awareness campaigns. So she was definitely on the move. She started moving those mountains early. She followed what she believed in. While Edelman had fought for voters' rights and access to education and housing as she enriched the Black households, children seemed to be kind of at her forefront. That's kind of where her heart lay. Marian Wright Edelman has made significant contributions to social welfare and has been a leading advocate for the well-being of children in marginalized communities. Edelman's advocacy efforts have been instrumental in raising awareness about the challenges faced by children from disadvantaged backgrounds. Through her work with the CDF and other initiatives, Edelman was consistently drawing attention to the issues of child poverty in the United States. She has urged policymakers to address the root cause of poverty and implement effective strategies to alleviate its impact on children and families. Edelman also has been vocal about the need for sensible gun control measures and violence prevention initiatives. She has claimed to her fame, shall I call it, with the Children's Defense Fund Freedom School program, better known as the CDF Freedom School. She has finally stepped down to allow others to grow in her organization that has flourished in just a summer program and a national movement within organizations. The CDF Freedom School, it aimed to address the achievement gap and promote the love for reading, learning among children. The program was based on the belief that literacy and education are vital for improving young people and breaking the cycle of poverty. She trained college students and as servant leaders. She integrated a curriculum within the school. The program offered an integrated reading curriculum that included high-quality books focused on African American cultures and history, as well as some social justice themes. She was definitely big on family. She believed that parent and family involvement with the Freedom School would emphasize the involvement of parents and families in their learning process and recognize the importance of the support in children's education. She basically believed that, if your family was there to support you, that it will be easier for you to move along within your education. She understood the importance of family involvement, and so therefore that's why she tried to incorporate everybody within the child's learning. The Children's Defense Fund believes that no child should be left behind. The mission is to ensure every child has a healthy start, a head start, a fair start, a safe start, a moral start in life, and a successful passage to adulthood with the help of caring families and communities. The mission is such an intricate piece to how Marian has been very intentional about the growth and development of children who have struggled or lack thereof from education. While Miss Marian Wright Edelman has many publications throughout her career, I'm just going to name a few, which is Families in Peril, which is an agenda for social change. That's the book that I actually chose for my book review. The book discusses the change that needs to be made in order to end the intergeneration cycle of poverty within Black children. She also wrote the book, The Sea is So Wide and My Boat is So Small, and The Measures of Our Success. It's a letter to my children and yours. This is also, like, her work is linked to social work, just the value of social justice. It helps and it connects the social principle that social workers challenge social injustice. Social workers pursue social change, particularly with and on behalf of vulnerable and oppressed individuals and groups of people. Social workers' change efforts are focused primarily on issues of poverty, unemployment, discrimination, and other forms of social injustice. These activities seek to promote sensitivity to and knowledge about oppression and culture and cultural ethnic diversities. Social workers strive to ensure access to needs, information, services, and resources, equality of opportunity, and meaningful participation in decision-making for all people. That's from the NASW. Also, the NASW 6.04 is social and policy action. Social workers should engage in social and political action that seeks to ensure that all people have equal access to the resources, employment services, and opportunities that require to meet their basic human needs and develop fully. Social workers should be aware of the impact of the political arena on practice and should advocate for change in policy and legislation to avoid social conditions to meet basic human needs and promote social justice. That's also from the NASW. In conclusion, Marian Wright, her tireless efforts have had a significant impact on shaping public policy and drawing attention to issues such as child poverty, inadequate health care, and educational disparities. Edelman's work has been recognized with numerous awards and honors, so congratulations, solidifying her positions and a prominent and influential figure in the civil rights and children's rights movements. So she has definitely, like I said, put a mark out here. Hopefully the things that she has started continue to flourish within children. Parents continue to stay involved in their children's lives because that is something that keeps kids motivated. I just remember, growing up, my mom always asking, hey, you have homework, you need help, or just, anything. Any way that your parent can be involved is always beneficial for a kid. And of course, I have my references, which is the National Association of Social Workers. There's several references here. So thank you for listening to my presentation, and have a blessed day.